So make sure you stick around to the end of this video, because after I'm done yapping, I'm going to present to you some fan fiction. This fan fiction was written by Liam. I've read his fan fiction on my channel before, his Wentworth fan fiction. It's called Behind the Bars. He has written 12 seasons of Behind the Bars, and at the end of this video, I'm going to be reading to you the final episode, so stick around for that. World, hello, I'm coming to you live from my bedroom. So in today's video, I want to talk to you about Linda Miles. We're going to discuss Linda Miles, and I'm going to give you my thoughts as far as what kind of an inmate I think she would have been. I don't talk about Linda Miles that much, but today we're talking about this bitch. The way that I'm going to determine what kind of an inmate she'd be is we're going to discuss her personality and her characteristics during her time as an officer in Wentworth Correctional Center. Some of her personality slash characteristics were the following. So she's got a very strong personality. She takes no shit. She showed us various times how she's not having the inmate shit. She's not having some of the guards shit. We all saw how she manhandled Luke Kelly in the yard, okay? I'll never forget that shit. I was like, bitch, you have lost your damn mind. Manhandling my precious baby love in this way. Like, what the fuck was she thinking? Or when she made Rita strip and all the other inmates strip, like she stood in Rita's face like, bitch, take your clothes off and that's final. She's also streetwise, you know what I'm saying? But she's able to be manipulated, as we all saw with the whole Sean Brody and the gambling fiasco. She's got a very slick mouth.
Starved to death. I don't care. Don't want to give a shit.
She is able-bodied, you know what I'm saying? She knows how to defend herself. But can she fight is my question. You know what I'm saying? I know she can defend herself, but can she fight? Like, we've never seen her in an all-out fight with a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Furthermore, like when she manhandled Luke Kelly knows better than to attack a guard. You know what I'm saying? So we never really got to see Linda Miles in hand-to-hand combat. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if the bitch could fight or not. She can wield the bat in around. But can she fight? I don't know. And she's going to have to know how to fight if she's going to be an inmate in fucking Wentworth. Because if not, they're going to fuck her up.
Back away from the door, Frost.
She's also sneaky. Very fucking sneaky. And she's down to scheme and make money on the side, as we all saw various times throughout the seasons. Like, the prisoners would give her money and she would give them goods. She was fucking just always doing some sideline scheme with the women to earn extra money on the side. Like, she had no problem with that.
You still interested in Ruby Mitchell?
Yeah.
How interested?
$20.
100.
Because of this, the women like trust her with their shit, as we saw. You know what I'm saying? During Fight Club, when she was right in there in the boiler room betting on the fight.
Got a photo?
Maybe. Why, you want to bet?
100 on Jenkins.
I'll take that bet.
She be on some shit for real. Like, she doesn't give a shit. You know, she's gonna break the law and she doesn't fucking care, because clearly she hasn't gotten caught yet. She's down to lag, so she's a snitch, you know, because we saw her snitch on Will Jackson and Mari to Anne that they were having a love affair. Mind you, she didn't really have any concrete evidence of it, but she still fucking lagged. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, what is wrong with you?
Still serious about getting rid of Jackson and making me governor?
I'd need a fabulous reason.
Is fucking a prisoner fabulous enough?
She's also very funny and she has a great sense of humor sometimes, okay? And she has a heart. She has a heart. She's not like this stone cold officer. No, she's got somewhat of a heart. And for me, I saw this when she walked out during the beating, when Anne was beating Judy. She left. She didn't want to have no more part in that. And she told Vera. I also feel like she's a little bit desensitized to violence and death. As an example, Reb's death. Like, you know, she just went in there. He's dead. Take him away. You know what I'm saying? Like, she just didn't fucking care. She was unfazed by that, which I'm not surprised by, because she must have seen mad deaths throughout her time as an officer in Wentworth. B, fucking Kaz, Mari, oh, Elizabeth Birdsworth, you know what I'm saying? All the women that died, they all happened while she was an officer. And I'm sure that before we met her, she had experienced a lot of deaths on her watch. So for me, the bitch is a little bit desensitized to the shit. What kind of an inmate do I think this bitch would be? When guards like Joan and shit ended up in Wentworth, the women were not happy about it, okay? Fine, Joan was a bitch, a crazy ass fucking bitch. Linda is not. But still, she's the law. You know what I'm saying? So do I think that Linda would make a good inmate or a bad inmate? Like, would the women accept her as one of their own or not? Now that we've discussed her personality traits and characteristics, I'm going to tell you what I think. I think that Linda would fit in great as one of the women. She would fit right in. She wouldn't need an adjustment period. She knows the rules. She knows the laws of the prison. She knows the laws of the women. She knows that she needs to fucking listen to the top dog. There's not going to be no grace period that she needs to like adjust to anything. No, she's going to go in. She's going to fit right in. Why would she be arrested? Linda's gonna end up in Wentworth because the bitch is gonna go too far one day and she's gonna like do a deal with an inmate. They're gonna catch her in the middle of the transaction, the monetary transaction, and they're gonna arrest this bitch. And so boom, she's in Wentworth. She's not scared. This is not her first time in Wentworth. However, it is her first time as an inmate, but that means nothing to her, if you ask me. So she's gonna go, she's gonna mingle, she's gonna find her group of women, whatever bitches that she was cool with while she was a guard, those are gonna be her crew members. Do I think the women would accept her as one of their own? I think that they would, because even though Linda is a guard and they're inmates, she's already one of them, okay? She's just as fucking twisted as they are. She's just as down to fucking break the law as they are. I don't think any other guard in Wentworth, if they were to become an inmate in Wentworth, would fit in as easily as Linda would. You see the wall behind me? I've got some Wentworth art up there. So right there, that's the bookmark that Craig gave me that says I love Luke Kelly. I put it up there. Here, I'll give you a close-up video before the video is over so you can see the wonderful wall of Wentworth. What happened here is the following. I was trying to do like a wall, you know, a fucking Wentworth wall. And these are the results. The crews, like, she wouldn't have been down with the H1 girls. She would have been down with, like, the rival crew. Whatever crew was trying to fuck with the top dog at whatever time it is that this bitch gets arrested, that's the crew she's gonna fall in. I think Linda would have fit in great with Lou's crew of freaks and fucking weirdos. Oh, you know whose crew she would have been good in? Jax and her crew. I think Linda would have thrived under Jax's watch. So what do you think? Do you think Linda would have thrived in prison, or do you think she would have deteriorated and eventually turned into a shriveled up worm? Do I think that she would have eventually succumbed to the powers of the flesh and ended up in a relationship with a woman? No. I don't think that Linda needs romantic interaction in order to thrive. I think she would have been just fine playing with herself in her cell. She probably would have anyway. If you enjoyed this video, you already know what to do. Like my shit, subscribe to my channel if you've not yet already, and if you do subscribe, turn on the damn post notification bell so you could be alerted when I post videos in the future. And now I present to you the second half of this video. It's nighttime. Jax is in her cell and Rita comes in and says, "Oh, I hope you're not thinking of causing any trouble." "Oh, me? Never." "Good, because there will be consequences. I'm not scared of you, Connors. You should be. I beat a prisoner to death. Why? Because she wanted to kill my sister. And where is your sister now?" "She died." "Such a shame. How'd she die?" "She got killed by a psycho. So don't mess with me, Jax." It's morning and the women are let out into the yard, and Jax sees Lou sitting on her own and says, "I need your help." "With what?" "To take Rita Connors down so I can be top dog again. That filthy pig doesn't deserve to be top dog." "I agree. She doesn't know the real me. I'm just warning you. But Rita can fight." "Oh, I'm not fighting her. I'm gonna take her down in another way." "Oh, okay. Well, then I'll help." "Good. Rita Connors won't be top dog for much longer." Meanwhile, in the dining room, all the women are having dinner, and Rita says to Frankie, "We need to watch our backs." "Why?" "Because Jax is planning something." "When isn't Jax planning something?" "I need to think of a plan." Governor Jamie comes in and says, "Attention, ladies. I've got something to tell you all." Rita, "What is it, Governor?" Well, this might come as a shock, but Mari Winter is alive and is currently in the secure unit. The women start shouting and Rita gets up, goes to the governor and says, "What's Mari doing alive?" It's a long story, but how do you know Mari? It's hard to explain, but Mari has done some bad things. So what would happen if I released her into general? She wouldn't last a minute. Okay, I'll keep her in the secure unit. Later on, Jax and her crew are in the corridor, and then Lou pulls a shiv out on an officer and takes his swipe card. Lou takes him hostage. Jax takes the swipe card off of Lou and takes the officer to the laundry. Then Lou runs around to tell the women to trash the prison, and Lou shuts Rita and Frankie in H1. Rita screams at Lou and says, "Let us out, Kelly." Nope. And Jax says to the officer, "By this time tomorrow, this riot will be over, and I'll be top dog." In the governor's office, Governor Jamie looked on in his computer at the CCTV footage and sees the women trashing the prison and calls for a lockdown. Lou goes to the laundry and Jax says, "Where's Rita? She's locked in H1 with Doyle." "Okay, I'll be back in a minute." Jax goes to H1 to find the unit open. Jax goes in and looks in Rita's cell, and Rita is facing the window, and Jax says, "Hello there, Rita. What do you want, Jax?" "Oh, nothing. Just come to check on you." "Why?" "Because I'm not a bad person. I've been told different." "By who?" "Frankie." "Oh, that clitty licker. She's no better." "So what are you here for, Rita?" "Murder. I got told you were an undercover cop." "I was, but not anymore." "You know, no one likes screws." "I suppose Lou told you." "Maybe." "So what, did you want anything?" Just then, two of Jax's crew come in and Rita says, "What are you doing? When you're a rubbish top dog, you have to pay the consequences." "Oh, what are you on about?" Jax pulls out a knife and says, "Goodbye, Rita. Least you'll be with your sister." And then proceeds to stab Rita in the stomach, and Rita falls on the floor and is left to bleed out. In the last scene, Jax is on the steam press and says, "This is my prison now, and no one crosses me."